Greetings everyone, what is up with me again, Tam Prime 1 with another video review. Here on this video review, we're taking a look at Transformers Year Series Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. Well, technically, as we all should know, he's technically not leader class size, but that's only because of another figure that they're going to come on out with later on, but I'll get down to that later on. But first things first, let's go and take a quick look at his little vehicle mode. Now, I must say this, they did a decent enough job, just a decent enough job with this whole vehicle mode process right here, especially like underneath his vehicle mode right here. You can see his little night skirt right here, along with his little legs right there, his little night legs, best as I can call them right there. And also his little abdomen. I think if I can remember correctly, this is like his abdominal section right here underneath his vehicle mode, along with little pieces of his skirts underneath his vehicle mode as well. I really gotta slow down with my speeches. But yeah, they definitely did a really good job with this guy. Well, not a really good job, but a decent enough job with this guy here. The vehicle mode, I must say, is really well done. I do like this right here. But ultimately, like, I do wish that his robot hands were not inside of right here. I wish they were more inside of right here. That way these things could have came on out to help form like a part of his feet or something, instead of his feet being like I understand why his feet are right here. Like, I know why they put his feet right here, especially since like I learned about what Hasbro or what I can't remember what all had happened. I can't really pin the blame on Hasbro, but like with what all has actually from I found out, either Hasbro got rid of this guy or he just left the company because like they got rid of like one of the best people that could have made like a very more accurate Transformers movie, accurate. I cannot say the word straight. They could have made a more accurate looking Optimus Prime from the movie with the transformation process. Unfortunately, we never really got that with this guy, but still pretty decent. He's decent enough, and I have seen the DNA design like upgrade kit for him. I aim to grab it on up as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, very nicely done. Very nicely done. Whoopsies. Oh wait, that's a part of the transformation process right over here. Let me see if I can fix that up. Fast, there you go. You have that. Fix it up. So yeah, you have some smokestacks right here that have to rotate around for whenever he transforms into a robot mode. This is not flush. This also has to come on up for his whenever he transforms into a robot mode. Nice flame decal on the sides. Very nicely done. And one thing I began to think about is like, why did they just make like a majority of this like red with blue flames on it? Wouldn't that make more sense? Possibly, just possibly. I'm not 100% first on myself. I forgot to take off this little sword bit right here, but yeah, this little sword bit does store on the side of this vehicle mode right here. I kept on forgetting that this sword was on the side of this vehicle mode because whenever I was like getting this video ready, I was thinking like, I gotta find this sword, and voila, it's on the side of the vehicle mode. And I'm just thinking like, okay, good. I'm glad it's on this side right here because like I know my father-in-law helped to clean up the house a good bit, or a great deal. And quite frankly, right now with this sword right here, I'm just thinking, I forgot that I did store the sword on this side of the vehicle because I just wanted to figure out where to tab this sword. I had to look at the instructions. I'm sorry I go off the rails or something. It's a part of who I am right there. And also he comes with like this little piece right here. As you all saw, it plugs onto this right here, and you can just plug this in to the back of the vehicle mode. And I understand why I know why they decided to say this is a leader class version because of the extra stuff. But quite frankly, they should have just said Voyager class, primitive Voyager class price. Would have made more sense to do that if you ask me. And put the sword on in right here. It'll store right there in the vehicle mode. They have all that right there, beautifully, nicely stored. Now, I will point this one out. With the original leader class, this was originally stored underneath the vehicle mode, and this right here, if you remember, went onto the back of the robot mode. But I'll admit, nothing's perfect, but I still do like this overall. And I just noticed this, they did not include any kind of flame decals right here, and I think they could have made this to where it might have been like maybe this right here would have been like a bit of a, have like the W would have like a red outline with a red star right there. Might not have been able to see it properly, but it would have been a nice little touch right there. So yeah. So yeah, I do like this vehicle mode overall. I do like this vehicle mode. The vehicle mode is really good. Robot mode, pretty good, but overall, they should have worked on it a bit more. They should have worked on it a bit more. And also, I will say this: from what I found out, I am anxious for them to release Nemesis Prime with the new remolded arms and like the new weapons and such. I found out about the whole thing a while back, like a couple weeks, like a 1 or 2 weeks ago, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah, they have all that right there. This is not flush. Ugh. It's not flush against the air. So let's go ahead and do some size comparisons with him real fast. First things first, let's go ahead and put him with Leader Class Grimlock. Yeah, if you don't remember, Leader Class Grimlock was launched back in 2018, and I must say this. I am disappointed that Hasbro has decided to say, oh, we're going to release a Titan Class version that looks similar to this version right here. I'm not for sure they changed up the transformation process, but I'm hoping they have changed up as much as possible. But I'm disappointed with the feet once again, because they're doing the same thing with the feet right there. They're taking him, they're upscaling him. I think they're going to maybe upscale him into his Titan Class form. And I'm just thinking like that is really ridiculous. But I am also glad that they are going to be releasing the other Dinobots, Slug, Scorn, and Swoop. I will call him Swoop. I'm not going to call him Strafe. Strafe is I think if I remember correctly, a Compubot. So yeah, very nice. So yeah, this is a good size comparison right here. We have that. And also, I will say this, Grimlock does not have an upgrade kit on him. Like, I don't know where his upgrade kit vanished off to. Not for sure, off the top of my head. Not for sure. If I follow on, move stuff downstairs, he can move stuff downstairs. So, like that. And also, here it is with another Leader Class, that's out of the Voyager Class Scale, Optimus Prime. Or Deluxe Class Scale. There you go. And here he is with Shockwave from Dark of the Moon. From Dark of the Moon right there. Pretty good size comparison, pretty good. And also, I thought I was going to put him in last because since they're both the same vehicle mode and such. So you can definitely see like some differences between these two right here. You can definitely see like how much of a comparison these two have right here. This one I think should have been more inspired to create this guy right here, but with like some minor changes in the transformation process. Like not minor changes, like quite a few. Like if they could have done quite a few transformation process changes between these two right here, especially like they're about the same length, they're about the same height. But quite frankly, I like this one. I'll admit I like this one a bit more because like these are not faux smokestacks. He does not have any faux smokestacks on him. Yeah, that's all that right there. And underneath right here, you can see right where things are stored at. This is, despite the fact I do wish they would have put the feet in the back right here for them to make the trailer hitch section. That is one thing I would have loved to have seen so far. Also, I keep on forgetting about this thing being on the side right there. Also, real fast. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm putting the cart before the horse. We'll get down to the sword later on, along with the shield and the other sword. Excuse me. So, hang on tight. Now, for the transformation process, we're going to go ahead and transform him into his robot mode. Now, first things first. It's going to seem a little complicated, and that came loose. I'm going to go ahead and do these tabs over here. Now, I'll admit I haven't had much practice with him. But what you want to go ahead and do is let's go ahead and tab his feet from up here. Go ahead and tab his feet. There you go. Now, I will admit there's something I forgot to mention about Ultra Magnets from my previous video review. I forgot to mention one little thing, but but wait, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. I'll openly admit. I'll openly say that no one's perfect. There we go. I'm going to split his legs in two and split this into right here. And go ahead and rotate this up and over. There you go. Rotate this up and over as well. There you go. Now what we want to do is, if I can remember correctly, let's see if I can remember this correctly. There we go. Shout at me if you want to. Shout at me if you want to, if I'm doing anything wrong. Go. And go ahead. Bring this on down. Rotate the foot around. Put this into here. Have that securely into place right there. And there you go. You have that. That right there. And let's see here. Hang on for a second. I think I'm messing up a good bit. There we go. No, wait, no, wait. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we have that. Wait, let this one up right. Right that. Maybe that'll stay right there if I remember correctly. There we go. And I think this will tap in some. No, wait. Now I remember. I gotta tap it. I think I gotta bring. This is double jointed right here, so I think if I remember correctly, I have to bring this back on over. There we go. If you're wondering, yes, it's perfectly fine if you guys shot at me on the other end. I am perfectly fine with that because I know I'm doing something that I can't remember off the top of my head, like the transformation process for this guy right here. There we go. There we go. Okay. From what you guys can tell right here, this tab secures into there, if I remember correctly, and this will tab into here. I gotta look more down my camera than I should up here. Now what you want to do is you want to fold the foot, rotate this foot around, and there you go, and just fold that paste on back. Now one of these heels, I can't remember which one it was, one of these heels is going to fall off. I've been having that happen to me quite often, just with my copy. Now, bring this on down. There you go. Have that properly into place. You have that. Now go ahead and bring this on down right through here. There we go. So then in. Bring this on over. Make sure this, yep, that definitely goes into that little slot down there. And this will go into the central point of his leg. Okay, let's take a look at the little differences if we possibly can. Here we go. So here, only a little these are a little bit different. These are a little bit different. This one's a little bit higher. This one's a little bit lower. Do the transformation process. There you go. Like that. Now, yes. Rotate this on over, fold this on down, and just do like that right there. Put that into place. Rotate this around and fold this on out. Fold the foot on up. There you have that right there. You have that. Oh, I completely forgot. You have to fold. Why am I doing it like this? I don't know why. There you go. That's the right way to do it. That's the right way to do it. So far, so good. Now you're having it to where. Let's go and rotate his legs. Wait. You have to rotate his entire waist around because there's little wire bits right here. I wish they would have painted these. Would have made a lot of sense if they painted those. Excuse me. You have that alignment right there. Excuse me. Now what you want to do right next is this. Go ahead and take this little skirt piece, fold it around down on a bit of a double joint right there, and go ahead and take these pieces, bring them on down. There you go. Rotate these on down a bit, and take these panels, fold them on over, fold this up. There you go. And then this side right here, fold it over and up, and these will tab in properly. You see right where these go to right here, like you see right where these go to tab slot. You guys can see that properly. Tab slot and tab slot. There you go. There you go. Now, what we're going to do next is this. Go ahead and rotate this arm on down. Rotate this arm on down right here as well. Oh boy, and I'll tell you this: like the person I think if they got rid of this person, or if he had quit or something, why would they let him do that? Like, why would they? Well, if they fired the person that could actually make this really like make it to where like this would be a lot better. Why they get rid of him if like they had someone that was phenomenal with their work? I forgot all about the tabs. Let's see here. Yep, these. Yep, you have to fold these on up next. You have to fold these on up next. So yeah, don't mind me for being stupid. Don't mind me for being stupid. There you go. Or just completely ignorant. Yeah, go ahead and take these things on down. These things will go into the little, now you have all these tabs right here that will go into the little slots right there on the side of the vehicle mode. Here we go. We have that. Take this. Take it up down the section right here, fold it on up, and bring this all the way down. I do like how they have it where you can see those wheels right here. I do like that. Now what you want to do is take these little skirt pieces, fold them, to rotate them on down, and just go ahead and rotate the front end of his vehicle mode. Like his vehicle mode was like this, now he's bending upwards like this, and rotate this around. And what you want to do with his arms, you want to swing his arms around. Now, I have a bit of a difficult situation with this in this area right here. You have to make sure you tab his arms in as secure as possible. Come on, there you go. Now, rotate his arms out. There you go, they're on double joints. Rotate this, put a piece on that right there as well. There you go. You have that. And also, if you're wondering, these things will come on over here to these things have to come on over here for the vehicle mode. They have to do that right there. See? Hopefully I did that as secure as possible. Now, what you want to do is fold this on up right here, put this onto the, also take this front end, rotate on up right there. This is why I wish that they would have made it to where this was more like the arm section compared to like in the back section of the vehicle mode of where the truck cab was. You have it like this, and then you have it like this. Come on. Let's see if I can do this correctly. If I can do this correctly, huzzah! Oh yes, right, you have to fold these pieces on over. I love how a transformation takes me 50 minutes. 50 minutes you have to do this. Let's see here. Just put that in right there. There you go. Give a little spot right there, the plug. Hang on for a second. Give a little section. Right there to plug this thing onto. I'm going to do it at a bit of an angle for his right hand. Wait for it. Right hand. There you go. Good. We have that, and here's Optimus Prime, and he has full-fledged robot mode. But there's one thing I want to do with him real fast. I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a bit of time, but specifically for this video review. Yes, he will. Wait, yes, and I will go ahead and do this right here. I don't know which way to do it, so I'll just do it like this right here. This does not slide on in. I do wish they had where that slid on in. We have that. And just go ahead and split the legs a little bit. Split the legs. Now Optimus will ride Grimlock in. Wait, that's. Now, I shall lift up the camera. Optimus shall ride Grimlock into battle. Yeah, this is what I've been wanting to do for a bit of time now. I've been wanting to have Optimus to mount, not mount, but ride, get on Grimlock, get the back of Grimlock's neck, and ride him into battle. Just to do a bit of a Dinobot robot size comparison right there. So let's do that briefly, just real briefly. Yes, I know I've been on out, but I've been building up to that point right there. Can you blame me? Honestly, can you blame me? So yeah, here's Optimus Prime next to Grimlock. He is definitely about the same height as Grimlock in robot mode. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. I want to pull up a line, but I can't think of the line to pull up. I have a line. Watch this. I'm going to think of the line as soon as I begin to work with him. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a quick look at Optimus Prime in his little robot mode right here. I must say, oh boy, sorry about that. Microphone dropped down, microphone dropped down. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and just pull back a good bit. I keep on forgetting my camera is zoomed in so much. I keep on forgetting. How do I keep on forgetting my camera is zoomed in? Well, I'll have to zoom it in a little bit, so that way we have that right there. I really should just check my camera. It looks really poor quality-wise. Maybe it might be the shield. Maybe just the shield coming off. The back piece. The back piece. I'll go ahead and say this. The back piece. You can just go ahead and, like, if you wish to do so, take it off. There you go. You have that nice clean back and a tad bit more movie accurate. That's a tad bit more movie accurate. There we go. Come on. I think it's probably as best as we can get it right there. But yeah, this is all Optimus Prime right here. Very nice looking robot mode. I do like the overall execution of the robot mode. However, I am not a big fan of how they did this. Right here. As soon as I saw this right here, the first time I saw this right here, I was like, wait a minute, they put a smokestacks on the sides right there. Maybe it would have made more sense if they give them put them right here. But so far, still, I don't know why they would get rid of someone in Hasbro if they did that right there, if I remember correctly, because I think there was actually someone that was really great with the designs of the movie figures, but they got rid of him, and I think they got the other person that was doing the animated versions of these guys right here. I will admit, I could have probably made a much better transformation process compared to them. I probably could have. I'm not for sure. Right now, let's go ahead and take a quick look at him. This is the back right here with the back section on this mushroom peg. It does give him a bit of an ugly backpack. Just a bit of an ugly one. Excuse me, but I do understand this. Hang on for a second. Oh, goody. I think I got something out of alignment right here. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm just going to try to, there we go. Tab it into place and tab this in place. There you have that. Oh, yeah. Forehead movement. You can move it a little bit right there. Same with the arms. This is on a buildable joint, so you can get this arm a bit up a lot more. And bend at the elbow right there for the transformation process. Wrist swivel right here on a mushroom peg. And also with the legs, you can swivel them on a mushroom peg as well, because if you look around, I think, well, I don't really see it. I don't really see the mushroom peg. I think they managed to fill up all the gaps on this guy right here, or almost all the gaps. But yeah, right there you have that. And also right here, if you wish to do so from the Age of Extinction film, angle his hand down a bit, below his wrist. Yeah, angle his hand down a bit. This little sword right here will go into that little section right there. There you go, and there you have that. He will be fighting Galvatron. He'll fight Galvatron with this sword right here. He'll be fighting Galvatron. You have no soul. That is why I have no fear. You die. So you have that. You have that. As you all saw earlier, you can, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do the little weapon storage on his back real fast. There you go. You can just do this right here with him. You have that, and they have a little groove section in his hilt right there. Tiny groove section right there for his sword. I think it's got a Sword of Judgment. You have that. I do like the blue eyes on him right there on the mouthpiece. I do wish that like they would have upscaled him a little bit and give him like a headpiece that could have like maybe came on up. You could have rotated his mouth guard and this piece on around to reveal his mouth and just bring his head on down like that right there. I think that would have been nice to do right there. But yeah, overall, pretty decent, pretty decent. Nice little knee movement right there. Bit of ankle tilted right there. Cannot go the other way. It's like they're saying you can only go one way, but not another. And honestly, right here, you can literally like, they could have just put this on a ball joint where you can like do up a universal thing with universal ankle tilt. So yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. Or semi-universal ankle tilt. But yeah, he's a pretty decent figure, pretty decent. And also I managed to do this with him. I managed to do this little pose. It's a bit complicated. Let me see if I can open up his fingers. Put this right on into here. Put this right on into here. Yeah, let's close this one up. There you go. Now open. Now let's go and try to put this right into here as well. Come on! Oh, yeah. As I said before, that's a bit complicated, and this piece fell out. Let's just pop that back in there. There you go. Oh, yeah, this sword does not come fully assembled. Once you get it, it does not come fully assembled. Yeah, here, I'll just, since I'm, like, that piece element is pretty hard to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this right here, close his fist on up, take his shield right on off, get his little hilt, put it down there, and have this right into, uh-oh, uh-oh. Come on, there you go. There you have that right there. You can just put his shield right on over here. There you go. Bam! Like, he hits Grimlock. I wish I'd done Grimlock in his down button mode so I could just do the little bam thing. I might do that later at another point in time. Yeah, with this shield right here, you can just like, I'm anxious for ever DNA Designs version come out because you can just take a shield, plug it from right there, there you go, plug it from right here, there you go. You are. This way you can like, you can open up his shield and he can just be like fire at his enemies, fire at the Decepticons. We have that right there. Well, yeah, pretty nice little figure. Pretty nice little figure. And I strongly doubt this can even fit into his. Never tried it before, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Give it a quick shot. Close that fist on up. Let's see if you can fit this into his. Oh, yep, it can fit into his fist. You can have it to where he you probably have like maybe like do this real fast. I gotta do this real fast. Dual blades. He has dual blades. And this piece came off once again. My copy has it to where that heel comes off. I don't know how many other people are having that issue with it, but yeah, you can have it to where he wields dual blades. Dual blades. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. I think that's it for showcasing Optimus Prime right there. Minus the fact I could have done Grimlock with the whole shield thing right there, but I transformed him already, so let's go and get it down to the other comparisons. Let's fix this one up right here real fast. As I said before, this is a bit complicated here. It's a bit complicated. There you go. That. Push this one back. Now, for the comparisons, we're going to go ahead and put him with first Grimlock. He's definitely taller than Optimus. Most definitely taller than Optimus right there. Still almost movie accurate with him, almost movie accurate. Also, here we go with Shockwave. The only reason why I'm doing Shockwave is because of twin heads from Age of Extinction. So you have that right there. He's a bit taller than Optimus. And also, he fell down over. Also, here he is with his previous version. A bit shorter than him, or a hair short, like a wee, or they're about the same size. They're probably about the same size. Probably just a hair difference. And here is the original, well, not the original, but here is the previous Optimus Prime from like so many years, from like back in 2017. Here we go. There we have that right there. He's a bit taller with, like, I love the way they molded his arms and some other stuff on him right here, but I do like this one better because, like, he doesn't have the faux smokestacks. His transformation process more consists of a bit more of a movie accurate version, just a bit more. And also, to compare his shields right here, you see the major differences in these two shields right here. Definitely the major differences. Yeah, follow that right there. And now for his swords. This one is definitely longer. Well, this one's shorter and painted orange, nothing like the movie. Detail in this one and detail on this one. More movie accurate if you ask me. More movie accurate. Very nicely done up with right there. Very definitely nicely done up with. Unfortunately, there is no sword. And also, I forgot to mention this about Grimlock. He does have some of his upgrade kits on him, but not all of them. And you have that right there. You have that. And that is it for Optimus Prime right there. So if you want to go ahead and grab them on up, you can possibly find them on HasbroPulse.com. Or maybe you can find, and also you can probably find them on Big Bad Toy Store, maybe on TF Source, and also in different retailers if they are, like, it's hard to even find figures in the retail stores these days because I more want to find them in the retail stores compared to buying them online because of I don't mind paying for shipping, but quite frankly, for these guys right here, I more prefer them in store. That way they're right then and there, and I can grab them on up and just mess around with them and such. But yeah, if you all have liked this video review right here, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe with me and Wishmaker, check me out on social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. And until the next one, I'm Tip on, I'll be signing off right now. So, peace out!